Debugging in Squeak is pretty easy, but what about if you want to debug something that uses the GUI? I just found out that's really easy too. Instead of putting in a self-halt in the method you want to use, you put self-haltOnce. Let's try that and see what happens. We're going to go into a drawing routine, which is evoked from within the GUI, and we're going to say self-haltOnce. We're going to save it, and we're going to start our asteroids method. Nothing happened. Oops, why is that? Well, because it turns out it's a global variable. So let's just toggle it. I'm going to send toggle haltOnce to an arbitrary object which doesn't exist except to send it the toggle haltOnce message. Sure enough, this time we start, and now we can go in with the debugger and step through our code. Self-haltOnce. And if we want, we can remove it and so on. So we're here. We can see what the values of various variables are. Display list should be nil because we tested for nil and ended up inside. So display list nil. Yes, there it is. So what we're going to do within this drawing object is we're going to grab a few variables that are within our shape. Our shape we received as a parameter for this method. Shape equals an object shape. And now we're going to grab the mode. The mode is currently nil. We step through it. And now the mode is equal to 4, which is the numeric value for an OpenGL drawing mode. We're going to look at the vertex buffer, which is nil until we step through it. And now we have an array of vertices, and so on. And this will continue until the end. Now, what does this mean? Well, it just means that the first time we've gone through, it's actually recording our drawing routines. And the second time through, and then storing them in our cached display list. And the second time through, it checks to see if the cached display list exists, and if it does, it skips all this recording options in OpenGL and just goes down and draws our shape using OpenGL GL call list display list. So, pretty cool.